Why were war criminals prosecuted decades after WW2? Imagine living in a world where justice is delayed for decades. That's exactly what happened after World War II. War criminals were prosecuted many years later, and there are good reasons why. Right after the war ended, the Allied powers set up big trials like the Nuremberg trials for Nazi leaders and the Tokyo trials for Japanese officials. These trials aim to hold top military and political figures responsible for crimes like genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. They created important legal rules, showing that following orders was not a free pass to commit atrocities. But even with these trials, many lower-ranking soldiers and collaborators escaped justice. The scale of crimes was enormous, and resources were limited. Plus, the Cold War made it hard to focus on prosecuting everyone. As years went by, new evidence surfaced, and witnesses who had kept silent started speaking out. This made it possible to track down more perpetrators. One famous example is Adolf Eichmann. He was a key figure in organizing the Holocaust. Many years after the war, in 1961, Israeli agents captured him and put him on trial. The world watched as he was held accountable, even though decades had passed. This shows how the pursuit of justice can stretch over time. Some countries also hesitated to prosecute war criminals because of political instability or fear of reopening old wounds. They lacked proper legal systems or didn't want to face painful truths about their own pasts. As international law developed, especially with the creation of the United Nations and later international criminal courts, the idea grew that war crimes do not have a time limit. This means people can be prosecuted no matter how long ago the crimes happened. Prosecuting war criminals long after the war helps victims and their families find some closure. It also keeps history honest and prevents denial of atrocities. These efforts show that justice is a continuous process, not just a one-time event. In the end, war criminals were prosecuted decades after World War II because initial efforts couldn't catch everyone. New evidence kept emerging, and international laws evolved to ensure accountability. This ongoing pursuit of justice is part of how the world remembers and learns from its darkest moments.